Hello everyone, so today we are going to be talking about the most difficult achievements on every single DLC career, which is specifically the Engineer. Because the Engineer is very nasty and it's, I believe, heavily nerfed as well because it used to be much more difficult. And also, I'd like to point out that I still haven't finished one. And thankfully it doesn't it isn't included into the frame achievement, but it is also pretty difficult. It is the most annoying one to do. Honestly, it's actually probably easier than the headshot one, but we'll just be covering every single one anyway. First off, we'll be covering where is it? That's not the regular achievements, but because this is completing missions, we don't care about all these. This is veteran, blah blah blah. This is difficulty champion. This is legend. Blah blah blah. Everything. We don't care about that. However, there is the same achievements there on Legend as there is on Grailnet, but it is a little bit more difficult on Outcast Engineer because you are a little bit squishy, and using your minigun is actually a little bit dangerous because you can get hit on Legend and you can die. Whereas as a Grail Knight, you are one tankier, and two, you are not standing still using your range weapon. Oh my god, I can't speak today. There you go. This is a little bit difficult, but again, if you are rocking a bunch of so on this specifics, because on Grail Knight, I've said as long as you have something taking care of specials, you should be fine. On Engineer, it's a little bit different. I would recommend something tanking and taking care of waves and one other one that takes care of specials. For this specific triple achievement, I recommend that absolutely to happen. And to do that, again, play with bots because honestly, bots are most of the time in recent days is going to be better than playing with regular players because they're not gonna die. Because recently there has been again a free to keep weekend on Vermintide 2, which means there's an insane lot of new players in Legend, and this is a very bad idea to do that on Legend with actual players. But this might be, if you are a newer player, those achievements might be the toughest one, because as long as you have the strategy for the other ones, it's actually pretty damn easy. The one difficult achievement, sorry, that it's not difficult, it's just all it takes is you having a few bombs throughout the map. You can do this on Twitch mode. Yeah, I think it works on bosses as well. So what I would recommend is running into the nest, getting a whole bunch of preferably incendiary bombs because those do count as well, I believe. If not, what you can do is run into the dark, or Hunger in the Dark. I forgot the name. I think it's Hunger in the Dark, which is at the end of the mission, you get a troll. That troll eventually will have to heal, and in that specific window, you can throw a bunch of bombs, and it will not die because it is capped. Its health is capped, and it cannot die. So you can definitely do that as long as you have bombs. So what you want to do is, because as you can see, you need 5 bombs. So what you need to do is you need to be rocking a specific. It's not the necklace; it's the trinket. You need to not run shrapnel. It's bombardier, I believe, which is a grenadier. There you go. Which is 25% chance not to consume a grenade on use, which you will definitely have triggered as soon as long, sorry, as you have a few bombs on yourself and your boss have at least one. Because out of 4, you are definitely going to prog that trinket effect. And even if it doesn't, throughout the map there's a whole bunch of bombs. Honestly, just play with bots. Check around every single corner. Get those bombs, especially incendiary one. And, throw them at the fucking troll and he'll die in a long time and you'll have enough time to just finish him. It's honestly the best way to do it, but you can still do it on a monster, and by a monster on Twitch mode. and you can still do it on lords, I think, as well. So Bodvar the Rip Spreader and the Scaragate one is like actually extremely tanky. You can do that on them. I mean, Bodvar is not that tanky, but the Scaragate one is insanely tanky. You can definitely throw a whole bunch of bombs on him, and he will not die. But I'm not sure if it does work on him. I know Ice Grail Knight. It works on any. It says monster, but it also works on lords. So you can definitely do that there, I think, on Engineer. It's honestly not that bad of an achievement. You'll do it on your own. As long as you play with bots, you'll have every single bomb. And as an Engineer, please, for the love of Christ, for that achievement, be running this one. Actually, no, it's not this one. It's this one. Engineer's Ordnance, which will give you a few bombs. And I do think, I'm not sure about that, but I do think that if you get rid of your bombs and you go for you get one incendiary bomb, I do think, if I remember correctly, because you can get multiple bombs, right? You can get like 2 different bombs as an engineer, but if you get rid of those and you only have these, I do believe, I'm not sure about that, don't quote me on this, I do believe that the next crafted bombs are incendiary ones. I'm not sure about that, but I maybe. But either way, as long as you have that achievement, you're gonna get 3 bombs anyway by crafting them, and by the end of the mission on the Lord, you will have 3 by default. And as long as you have like 1 or maybe 2 bombs throughout the whole mission, and you do not throw them because you have bots with you, you are definitely doing the achievement pretty damn easily. Very, very simple to do. Just remember to throw all of the bombs at a monster as soon as you see one. The only difficult bit is not killing the monster, so preferably do not do headshots with bombs, because this works, and this does a lot of damage. Like a headshot with a bomb is insanely highly damaging. And also, please do not throw a bomb at the back of the armored rat hugger, whichever the name is, like a storm fiend, I think is what it's called. Um, Definitely avoid doing that. Killing 3,000 enemies, this is extremely simple. All you have to do is play the game, or maybe do deeds with increased waves, or just maybe camp a bunch of waves on a map that I'll showcase for the next achievements. This is insanely easy as well. Targeting, calibration. This is a little more difficult. What I would definitely recommend is running one specific talent that you will run for another achievement, and also, please, for the love of Christ, for 2 achievements on the Engineer, please unlock the map Fortunes of War. There's plenty of guides to do that, but you definitely want to do that on a recruit difficulty on Fortunes of War, maybe veteran, maybe champion, but please do it on that map specifically, because you will definitely always have a bunch of specials, elites, and you will have a few monsters guaranteed to spawn. I do remember, if I remember correctly, that I think it's wave 7 total. I think you get a monster, you get 2 specials, and you have a few maulers, I think. I'm not sure about that, but I know there's a wave where you get a few maulers and you get one. I mean, you get 2 guaranteed specials and you have 1 monster, and I think it's a rat ogre. And you can definitely steamroll through that. Especially, please keep in mind that whenever you are trying to do that achievement along another one, actually no, just that achievement alone, please remember to have a preferably decanter purple pot, but you can also use the concoction on any potion, and that should be enough to get enough time to actually do the achievement. It is still a difficult achievement because you may get hit once and then it just cancels your crank gun. So this is why it's important to do it with bots. And again, I always have Necromancer on my bot, because Necromancer just has a bunch of minions tanking hits for you. And you may have like a Bardin as I was about to say Bardin as a tank, but like a a Kruber on Foot Knight maybe. There's plenty of ways to do it. As long as you get the Fortunes of War, you should be able to do it pretty easily with the talent that I'll be talking about in a second. Because the actual difficult achievement are not this one, these ones. Using a bomb kill a distant rattling gunner as now cast engineer. Okay, so this one, it's also important that you run it with Fortunes of War, because the map is huge, for one, and two, there's always the same specials coming at the same wave coming from the exact same spot, which means that at the very start of the map there's like one wave which is completely safe. I believe there's nothing going on, it's like a mini wave, and then you get a second wave in which you have one rattling gunner. Actually, I can show you. You have one rattling gunner coming from afar, and you can actually do it. I'm gonna show you what talent you should be rocking. I believe I can actually just do that right away. No, I can't. Okay, so what the talent that you want is, where is it? Damn, I oh my god, where is it? Which one is it? It's one of the last ones, right? Yeah. It's this one. Increasing the ability bar by 50% and killing a special makes you not consume the ability bar for 4 seconds. This achievement, most of the achievements on Bardin require you to have this. Most achievements. By most, I mean every single achievement that require you to use the steam assisted crank gun will honestly be a lot easier to use this on. Especially if one requires you to have this. But if you want to make your life a little bit easier, put in recruit, trigger the lodestone. Again, this is Fortunes of War. Please watch a guide on this. This is actually pretty easy to unlock. Alright, so we're going into Fortunes of War. We are grabbing a few bombs, not incendiary bombs, just a few regular bombs. And you should be good. So what you can definitely do though is grab the fire bombs and throw them right away if there is any. That maybe, because you may fail the bomb launch, and if you get the incendiary bomb, it's not gonna work because you need the explosive bomb. So what you do is you can actually ping them through the chest as well to see exactly where it is. I'm not seeing any. Okay, there you go. It didn't work, I guess. So what you want is you grab that bomb, throw it away. There's an engineer, and we can throw it away as well. And there you go. You have 2 regular bombs, and that's only what you need. So you're gonna go to the right there. When looking at the door over there, you're going to go there over the. For this, by the way, I actually watched the video because there's one guy that actually did the achievement pretty easily. It took me a few attempts because honestly, it's really difficult of an achievement to do. But all you gotta do is turn this thing on. Finish by the last rune just in case. The middle one. You finish with this rune. And move forward over there. Again, to the right of the door over there. And just go onto the haystack over there, and you just go behind it. You're gonna sit there, specifically sit like over here mostly. Actually, mostly over there, because it's going to have very fast. You're going to have a rattling, as you can see, it's over there. So you sit down, you stay behind the haystack so it doesn't actually shoot. There you go, it starts shooting. The reason you do this is because, as you can see, it instantly shot it. But there is a second one, and it's actually extremely far away. So you definitely wanna. I did hit it, but I didn't kill it. And I didn't hit it. But the point is, you gotta do this exactly. I think it's still alive. Is it? I don't care about the boss. It is still alive. So that's exactly how you do it. All you have to do is not miss it. You can, as soon as he walks up to like there. Or where he was at right now, you can just definitely peek a little bit to the side there, and as soon as you know it's there, you just walk up and you can actually throw the bomb again. And it should be enough. It's difficult. It's going to take a few attempts, not too many. It will take a few attempts, though, for sure. But yeah, the best mission for that achievement is definitely this one. And you need Fortunes of War because honestly, the range at which you have to throw the damn bomb is insane. It's extremely high, and you can't really wait too long during Fortunes of War to do that achievement because most of the specials that come later on that you can actually snipe with a bomb are very up high, and you can't really throw a bomb so high up. And if not, then you have the roaming assassins and hooks, but these ones are actually way too quick and too close on the ground for you to actually hit. So what you want is really just spam the start of Fortunes of War, and as soon as you get the achievement, you keep going until the map ends. And again, do it on Recruit because, Fortunes of War is difficult. Do it on Recruit, definitely. And also, they get less health anyway, so you gotta do it on Recruit. And keep in mind that the crafted bombs as Engineer do less damage than the bombs that you have as loot directly on the map on the Fortunes of War chests. There you go. That's pretty much it. That is the crane gun. That is killing this. This is what we talked about just now. This is slaying enemies. Okay. So this is actually pretty easy. This is using the Coghammer to kill a Blightstormer, a Leech, and the First Lord, which is the Hail Scourge one, which is actually pretty damn easy. You just have to have the landing hit on the boss with this weapon, and it does a lot of damage, so you should get it pretty fast. Then you need the last hit on a Blightstormer and a Leech. So the Leech is insanely easy to kill, but the Blightstormer you might struggle a little bit with. It might take some time. Oftentimes, if you are like hiding behind a wall or something, and there's a Blightstormer around, it will likely make some noise. It does some grunting, and if you do hear that grunting, it means it's near you, and you can actually just come out of your hiding spot and just go attack it melee. And that should be fine. It's a little bit of an annoying achievement just because of the Blightstormer, but it's honestly not so bad. Just playing Engineer in general, you will eventually do it as well, because eventually you will go melee for those guys. Because with enough experience, that's what you do. Killing a bunch of specials and elites with the master pistol thingy, you can say, okay, sure. Using the master. Okay, this is again pretty easy. You definitely want one map for this. It's again the troll on Hunger in the Dark. It's very tanky. It's perfect for this. You want a higher difficulty so that it takes a little while to kill, and you especially want to shoot whenever he is in the process of healing, because he will be capped as soon as he's down. And the moment he goes back up, he cannot go lower on HP, so you can actually shoot there. And he'll be fine. Get those 12 shots, it's honestly extremely easy. Okay, so this achievement is actually really difficult. This is one of the achievements that I have not seen any guides on. So I will show you a little way to do this. It's actually pretty easy. So again, the same talent that crafts you a bomb every 5 minutes or so, I don't remember. And you want to be running into the nests. And for a lot of achievements on the game in general, I think Into the Nest is a great map to do that. Preferably do that on Champion. It's honestly doable as anything, but preferably on Champion, so you can kill the other two bots and have like the last bot be a Waste Stalker with like a javelin or a moonbow thingy, because this way it has infinite ammo and will take care of specials in case you are in trouble as well. But honestly, it will probably die. Like that bot will probably die eventually. If not, it's okay, because even if you have those bots, they made even if you kill none, even if you do it on Recruit, you can do the achievement. It's gonna take a little longer, but you can definitely do it as well. I'll show you exactly how you do that. It's extremely fast. It's extremely simple. All you gotta do is go down. There's a potion there. We don't care about it. All you gotta do is go there, have sound on. All you do is hop on this, hop on this, hop on this, and then you arrive here. And all you have to do, because sometimes, by the way, the boss are actually going to jump off, as Sienna did. By the way, on Sienna, she might actually get stuck for the full duration of the mission down there. It's possible. So maybe not Sienna as a necromancer, but you know, preferably melee classes, so like the Graham Knights or something. It's pretty cool because they're gonna be stuck in there. Not stuck. They're gonna be stuck in melee in the either something that kills specials or something that doesn't do too much damage. Maybe give them some like single target weapons and shit. So like I don't, for example, as Sienna. Give her the cow crowbill. I don't remember what the name is. And what you do is you just wait a bunch of waves, and every single time you get a good wave. By the way, please, for the love of Christ, run Grenadier, not shrapnel, because this way, every single time you throw a bomb, you have 25% chance of actually keeping that bomb. When you do get a wave, you just throw a bomb. As soon as you see that there's a whole bunch of mobs, thing is, again, that's why it's good to have like both bots jumping off or like actually straight up killing them, because if you get a shade, usually I have a shade, not a waste author, so she's just basically parrying because shade is actually kind of stupid on bot, and so she just stands there with her daggers, which is single target, and she has to be parrying because she's not gonna do anything. And you know, right now she's parrying. Right now she's doing a little bit of damage sometimes. There you go. Now she's kind of parrying. She's just clearing that wave. Holy shit. But if this is the dangers of Recruit, you just one-shot everything. That's why I recommend doing it on Champion. But if she's on Champion, she's as a shade, she has single target damage, she's gonna parry all the time. And as soon as you get a big chunk of wave, you just throw the bomb as soon as she starts struggling, and boom, that's your achievement. And it will not happen in once, in a single throw. It takes a shit long moment. It takes a long time to do that achievement, because I'm pretty sure it doesn't actually count the amount of enemies killed with the bomb. I think it actually hits. It's actually on the amount of enemies hit directly by the bomb, which means the more the enemies are stacked, the better it is. It's a very difficult achievement. I think it is honestly the most difficult achievement because it takes so goddamn long. It's actually slower to do than the 500 bombs, the 1000 headshot, which I'll show you next. It's actually pretty easy. I found a spot that's pretty cool to do. I should have went on modded realm for this because it's honestly easy to just show you where exactly you should be. Kill 15 rattling gunners. This is total, so this is fine. There you go. As the outcast engineer, score 6 subsequent headshots on elite enemies using the Masterwork pistol. So this is the most difficult achievement in my opinion, in almost in the entire game, except deeds and finishing all weaves. But honestly, this achievement is insanely difficult, and it used to apparently be 20 headshots. 20! You have multiple ways to do that achievement, either just farming patrols on maybe like chaos, specifically chaos patrols on the Masterwork pistol is actually a little bit better, because where the regular storm vermin patrol tends to kind of just wiggle around and you know, fall down and get staggered, the Chaos Warrior patrol is insanely tanky, and it takes a whole lot of shots to actually kill a Chaos Warrior with the Masterwork pistol, for one, and for two, they also don't really move so much. They don't really get staggered too easily. They will get a little bit knocked and like stunned and just like shake their head a little bit. That is the point where you kind of stop hitting, and as soon as they start walking again, that's when you can shoot again. And that is how I did it, but I did it on a very specific scenario to make my life a little bit easier. I did it on Twitch mode in the pit, and I did it on champion difficulty. Thing is, I lowered every single option setting in there. I made the votes last extremely long, and I made the time between votes extremely long as well. Because of that, it's extremely slow, but at least you won't be overwhelmed, because eventually those boss that you have with you may die, especially because it is on champion, and it's actually the whole point, because on champion you get bigger patrols and you get tankier mobs, and that's why I didn't patrol on the champion. And eventually your bots may die, and yeah, eventually I did it actually solo. I ended up solo on the pit, and it's actually dangerous, because if you do have those 6 headshots, you definitely want to make sure you stay alive, because that achievement is painful. So what you do in the pit, by the way, you can actually do a second achievement, which is killing 10 enemies with the barrel. So I'll show you exactly where you gotta be. It's actually very fast to get there, but please, again, launch your Twitch, launch Streamlabs OBS or whatever you wanna stream on, and just log into your Twitch account in game, and that's all you have to do. Just log in, launch a stream for like 5 seconds, log in Twitch in game, and then turn off your stream, and you'll still be on Twitch mode for the entire remaining duration of you being online on the game. And this allows you to, even offline, get to a specific area. By the way, I think you can still vote because it's on the same channel. You can still go into your chat on your phone or something and vote with like hashtag B or hashtag A or something for exactly which wave, which thing gets voted. Even if you're not live, it's still linked to your channel, so it should still work. So please log into your Twitch account and it should be fine. What you do is you just run a little bit, you just go forward. It's a little bit slow because I'm used to going that map on 2 minutes, because I hate doing that map legit, because, you know, I'm farming currently the 500 deeds, because I haven't done them. I'm soon at 500, I'm soon at the 100% achievement in the Okri's book, and I'm pretty proud about that. But on this map, okay, so we are almost arrived, but there's a little trick that you can do. There's 2 barrels that you can get on this map at the start, which is, I mean, not really at the start, it's a little bit further. So you go into this, you go through the regular bit of the map, you go forward. I don't know if there's another spot for the barrel. Maybe there is, I have no clue. Keep going forward. There is, okay, ammo there. I don't think there is any barrel that can spawn, but there is a barrel that can spawn directly to my right there. It can spawn like somewhere over here. I don't remember exactly where it is. I think it's all the way at the bottom. It's not there, so this means the second barrel spawn is actually pretty close to the grimoire. Is all you gotta do is move forward, go up there. Because this is 2 achievements at once, by the way. You can go to the all the way at the corner over there, I think. This is the grimoire spot. The caravan thingy, you just launch the barrel at it and it should be exploding. But this is not what we're doing today. Today we are going after the achievement, blah, 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 which means this barrel is extremely important. And by the way, you don't want to be using the troll bane weapon, because I mean, obviously we're doing the headshot achievements. We need the pistol thingy, and the way you'll do this is actually you can do the second achievement with the one with the barrel. It's actually very easy to do differently in game, like on regular waves and stuff. It's very easy to do, especially on maps like the Hunger in the Dark, or not Hunger, Empire in Flames. Empire in Flames is a really good map to do this on. And what you do here is you just jump over there, you keep your barrel there, and you just wait. You have your Twitch mode on, and what you do is you wait for a death metal vote. Death metal versus Storm Room, which is either Chaos Patrol or Stormvermin Patrol. And what you do is you vote for rock and roll. You vote for the death metal one, and it's either going to come from there or from over there, I think. And sometimes it can come to from the right there, but usually the Chaos one I see coming all the way down from here. And what you do is, with your Masterwork Pistol, oh my god, that name is difficult to pronounce, you just wait them around here, and you start shooting one by one. Only one at once, like only one single Chaos Warrior at once. You just shoot him. Make sure you have your 6 bullets, because you cannot reload. I think you cannot reload, because I have done the 6 headshots and it didn't work. So I had to do it again. And make sure that you are very much never having to reload. So make sure you are constantly on 6 bullets before the patrol arrives. And as soon as the patrol arrives, you start shooting them very patiently. You shoot once, you wait the Chaos Warrior to like stop being staggered, start walking again, shoot again, and do that until he dies, and then do that on the second one if still alive. If not, then wait again for the next patrol, because you still have bots to help you, hopefully. And that should be enough to get the achievement. It is extremely difficult, and keep in mind you apparently had to get 20 of them headshots in a row. So I cannot imagine how difficult that was. I haven't done... I wasn't there back then, so, you know, I didn't see that. And so the other way you can do this is you can also put a deed. If you don't have to do the headshot one, you can also put a deed, go into that mission. Any deed that is on a map that has barrels and has waves, increased waves as a deed, and you just have a barrel, you can just use that deed. And what you do is, for that specific achievement, you gotta roll the barrel into a wave like this. The reason you go on the pit is because they cannot get, every single mob cannot get behind this. It's impossible. The only thing that can hit you is one, a rattling, two, a gutter runner leaping, and three, it can be a globadier just shooting through. And what you have to do is, with your Masterwork Pistol, shoot at the barrel, specifically at the barrels, when there is like 10 mobs around, and the barrel has to kill 10 mobs. And it's extremely easy if you have a huge wave and if you're on that map, because you have infinite time, they're not going to attack you. You can just patiently shoot there with your Masterwork Pistol. Boom, barrel's dead, boom, everything dies, and you get your achievement. That's pretty easy. And the 6 headshot one, honestly, it's only on elites. You cannot be on regular mobs, it's only on elites, and it's in a row. So it's very difficult to do. That's most of the difficult achievements as Bardin, and honestly, Bardin is a very difficult class to do the achievements on. I get it, the video is going to take a while, and it's already at 32 minutes, but we're not done quite yet. There's one more. Yeah, this is cool. Where is it, actually? No. Oh, yeah, this one. Okay, this one is Into the Nest again. And right before the first grimoire, there's a little narrow pathway. Again, you want to do this on champion, by the way. And you do not play with anything that has a shield or that has high cleave. So I decided to do that with a Handmaiden because I thought having more stamina would be great. And it is. But please, if you run this with Handmaiden on champion, 1, kill the other bots. And 2, make sure Handmaiden has double dagger and nothing else. Because she's going to kill everything. And what you will want to do is, before you get to the first grimoire, there's like the narrow pathway, and there's a big leap of faith to do in the void, where a bunch of specials can actually come from above, and they also run up to you. And what you do there is you run a whole bunch of stamina on your gear and on your weapon, and stamina recovery as well, and with the cog hammer you just push them back. You do not attack, you just push them into the void. What you do have to be extremely careful about is specials, which is why I don't recommend having Masterworks Pistol, because the specials on that spot are extremely quick, and they basically spawn right in front of you, and you just get hit and you die. So the regular base default range weapon, which is this one, the handgun, is honestly goated because it's a sniper one and it does insane single target damage. So please run this, and the cog hammer with a whole bunch of stamina and regular increased stamina on necklace, I believe, which is like +2 stamina. There you go, and block cost reduction. On your trinket, have stamina recovery as well, and that should be enough for you to just push mobs constantly uh, during the Into the Nest mission before the first Grimoire into the Void. It is a little difficult. It takes a long ass time, but it should be exactly how you do that. And there you go. Current gun to kill climbing enemies. This is pretty easy. There's plenty of ways to do that. And then you have 2 more achievements that I didn't cover, which it's pretty easy to cover. One is where is it? It's actually this one. No, it's not this one. It's where is it? Oh yeah, complete the mission using only Kren gun. Definitely do that on recruit any map with bots, geared bots for sure, and that should be fine. Even if you get hit, this is fine. Do not even try to use your weapon to push enemies. Honestly, just stay on your damn crank gun and nothing else. Even if there are specials, even if you get knocked, even if you're down, only crank gun. Because you may just have that reflex. You never know. So this I talked about. Okay, there we go. Endrinkuli's war song. So what you want to do with this achievement is rock again the achievement that I said, the bottom right at the last row. What you want to have is this achievement, this trait, and it's actually pretty easy. What you want to do is, again, run Horn of Magnus. I honestly just do the find the lost cog pretty easily. All you have to do is find a little gear on the ground, and you don't even have to do this on the engineer. All you have to do is find it somewhere in the tall skeep, and by the way, it is somewhere around here. Like, there's a very common spot that it is somewhere around here. I don't remember. There's a few spots. There's also one, I believe, down here on the stairs, somewhere in here. But all you have to do is really just look around these 2 spots, because these are the 2 easier ones. What you can do is just log off and log in again, and maybe just watch like the different spots, because there's a whole bunch of different pictures on that achievement, and it's actually pretty easy. And I'm not, I'm covering difficult achievements there. But what you want to do is, again, run that achievement, innovative ammo hoppets. I don't remember which hoppers. Yeah, there you go. You run Horror Magnus. Well, where is it? Oh my god, it's over there. Run Horror Magnus. Do the same thing, the same pouch, and what you want to do is wait a whole bunch of assassins to kind of pack up a little bit. Not instantly shoot. Be at full crank stacks, so be at 5 before you start shooting. Be like this, preparing to fire, and as soon as you want to shoot, as soon as you see a whole bunch of specials, just kill one. Then you shoot, you wait your 4 seconds aiming at the ground, being in the corner. Then you look again and you kill another special. And you keep doing that until you get those 50 different minis. What you can do is have a player with you, be in front of, be ahead, instead of below the thing, and have only melee characters, melee boss. So what you want to do is, if you have a friend, have the friend be on anything other than other than priest, other than Grail Knights, because you want bots to be on this. Have your friend, if you have one, be on something like anything really, and as long as they get aggro, maybe Bardin, not Bardin. I mean, you are Bardin. Maybe on Enchained, or maybe on Necromancer, but without the skeletons. And all you want to do is have that one guy get ahead in the middle of everything, get gutter runners to bounce on him and completely stun him 24/7. The boss are melee only, so they will come in to help, and they will also get stunned. all you have to do is just shoot as the engineer, just shoot in, and refresh your stack of killing a special. And then you can shoot at your feet for 4 seconds without getting hit. It's important that a special doesn't stop you. And then you can kill a special again and keep doing that until you get the 40 seconds. Or 50 seconds, I don't remember which one it is, whatever. That's how you do that achievement. It's actually one of the easier ones. It sounds extremely difficult, but it's actually one of the easiest ones. You don't even have to have any potions. You do not need any potions for this. It's very easy. And then the most annoying achievement of them all, if I can find it. I cannot find it. It is to kill 1,000 enemies with headshots with the pistol. I cannot find it. It is insanely difficult, by the way. Like, it is ridiculously long to do. Why can I not find it? Holy shit. What the hell? Score 1,000 headshots. Please, where is it? I cannot find it. I know it's there. I know you have to do this. Throwing axes. Okay, dude. Dual hammer. Okay, dude. What the where is it? Huh? I apologize very much. I do not... I cannot know where this thing is. For some reason. What the hell? What? Huh? What? I apologize again? Is it gone? Have they deleted it or something? Oh, there you go. So, as the outcast engineer, score 1,000 headshots with the master pistol. Okay. So, I have one spot. I have not seen a single guide on this achievement, but it is insanely long to do. And I have one cheese on that. And I'll actually I won't show you because it's way too slow. So I'll just tell you exactly where it is because it's pretty easy. On Convocation of Decay, on this map, at the end, before going down, you have a stack of ammunition before you go down, and after all the healing, at the end of the mission, between all the healing and just before the ammo pouch, you have a long bridge on which you can stay near the ammo box. You have special spawning below, so you have time to kill them. It's fine. And please have again a necromancer and stay near that ammo box. And as soon as there's a wave coming in, make sure that you stand on whichever side of the bridge you have to stand on, so that specials come in front of you and not behind. Because sometimes, not specials, waves. Because sometimes the wave spawns behind you, and you have to make sure that you are facing the wave and making sure that the whole wave is making a straight line on the bridge. And a simple way to do that achievement a little bit faster is running the armor piercing slugs on the master word pistol. And with this method, you should be getting the 1,000 headshots in fairly decent amount of time. I'd say like about 2 hours of straight camping that spot. You should be able to get about 1,000 headshots. About that. And if you're not sure, if you are playing on Legend, if you are playing on Champion, and you don't want it to reset, you fear you may crash, just don't be afraid to finish the map and do it again. It's fine. You have an infinite time to do that. It's just faster to do it this way. You don't have to do it in one go, because 1,000 headshots is realistically close to impossible, because eventually specials do get some hits in, which means you do need to sometimes get a few bits of healing, and eventually you won't have any healing. Just finish the map, go again, have your healing ready, and you'll be good to go and finish the achievement, and that'll be your last achievement for Bardin. Because honestly, every single other achievement you'll do much before every single other. You'll do every other achievement you'll have completed before before you have the 1,000 headshot finished. The 1,000 headshots is definitely, easily the hardest achievement to do, the longest at least. Because the hardest one is definitely the landing 6 headshots in a row on elites. And it's difficult to explain. I apologize for that because it's a long video. But I prefer to cover every single achievement on the Bardin, because Bardin is, it's a tough class. Anyway, see you next time. Bye bye.